Hello students, today I will study passing arguments. I have studied function definition, function calling, how functions are called in the program. I would like to tell you, as well as we write the function call statement in the program, Python interpreter matches the number of arguments, order of arguments before invoking the function, and these things are specified in the function definition line. We can say function header line. This is the basic information and essential information about the function. Just remind. Now let us see passing parameters. How will we pass the arguments inside the function? Then in this case, Python has some provision. Python programming language gives facility to the programmer to pass the function inside, to pass the arguments inside the function by different ways. What are these different ways? These different ways are positional arguments, default arguments, and keyword arguments. Means Python supports three types of formal argument while passing the argument in the function call statement. Be careful. All these three techniques are used in function call statement. Function call statement. In short, again, I am telling you, function definition and function calling is two most important point in the Python. So always remember the syntax, rule, format of function definition, syntax of function calling statement. If these two parameters are clear, definitely you are able to write and understand the Python programs by using the function. Now let us see first positional argument. First of all, see what is positional argument. Then I am defining for you definition. When we pass the arguments in the function call statement in the same number and order as is defined in function header, as in defined in function header, then it is known as positional or required arguments. Clear? Definition. Now let us see example. This is an example. This is a function definition and this is the function header line of the function definition. Def, sum, this is the parameter. Think there are three parameters inside it. These are the some arbitrary statements. Forget it. Now after defining the function, we will call it. Sure, we will call it. If I define, then we will call it. Here suppose this is a function calling statement. How these parameters should be passed in this? These are the arbitrary numbers 5, 6, 7. This 5 is assigned to x. This 5 cannot be assigned to y or z. It will only assigned to the x. This 6 would be assigned to y. This 6 cannot be assigned to this and this. This 7 would be assigned only z, not this. This is the required or positional. Position is important. Position of values, position of arguments are important inside the function. If we write like this, we do like this, then it is known as positional argument or required argument. Now let us see second, default argument. First of all, see the definition, study the definition. What definition says? Definition says that when we assign the values to the arguments in the function header statement. Be remember, careful. When we assign the value to the arguments in the function header statement, then it is known as default argument. I am taking the same example for you so that there is no confusion for you. This is the def, function header line of the function definition. Def, sum. Here we take three arguments x, y, z. But here we are assigning the value to x, y, z 5 and 10 during function header. Here we not assigned it. we are assigning the value 5 and 10 to y and z. Now these two argument becomes default argument. Now these two argument becomes default arguments. Python gives facility to write this, so you should use in the program. Now let us see the benefit. What is the benefit? These arguments, there is no need to pass the default argument in the function call. If you use the concept of default argument, then while calling the function, there is no need to write these default arguments. As see the previous example here, you need to pass y and z, value of y and z, but here we are passing only x. We are omitting the y and z because y and z are default arguments and its value has been assigned earlier while function definition. So no need to write here. But you can write if you want. But you can leave. It's not mandatory. So this is the concept of default argument. Now let us see the third point, keyword argument. Students, now let us see the keyword arguments. First of all, we will see the definition of keyword arguments, and that is when we pass the arguments with its value in the function call statement, then it is known as keyword arguments. It means while calling the statement, if we pass the values with their name, then it is known as keyword. Values must be with their name, and this gives benefit. What is the benefit? Control and flexibility over the values to send the arguments for corresponding parameter. The facility is that there is no any restriction of order and number of arguments. This is the benefit. If we use the keyword concept of keyword arguments, then it becomes interpreter's headache which argument should be assigned and used when. Programmer becomes headache free with this concept. It is so most programmers uses keyword concepts. Now let us see the example. This is a function whose name is sum, and this is a function definition line. 3 arguments x, y, z. These are some arbitrary statements. I am omitting it for you. Now we are calling the function sum. Here in the function call statement, look, the order is immatter. First we wrote y, then z, then x. However, in the definition, we first wrote x, y, z. Order immatter. When we use concept of keyword. If we assign, this is possible if we assign the value to these arguments. Here we assign the value y5, z9, x15. If assign the value, this order becomes immatter. So use it. This is the concept of keyword argument. Now let us see another point, using multiple argument type together. We can use all these concepts together. When you want to use all these concepts together, then you have certain rules. Follow these rules. Write down these rules. First rule, first write the positional argument, then you can write the keyword arguments. You cannot write the keyword argument first. So be careful. First of all, you will have to write positional arguments. Then you will write keyword arguments. Second point, keyword arguments should be taken from positional. The name of the keyword arguments must be matched from the positional. Must be taken from the positional argument. I mean, here we wrote x, y, z. You cannot take a, b, c, I, j, k. You will have to take also x, y, z. Third point, we cannot specify more than one values to an argument. An argument can take only one value at a time. An argument cannot take more than one value at a time. For today, we are going to finish my class. Thank you.